Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today for you I have Tetris. Well, I have lots of things, but I have a bunch of modern stuff to show to you, and I know that gets a lot of you jumping off board right away, but I'll tell you what, I'll tell you why I like looking at the modern stuff that other countries put out, and that is because, I get to see what's possible. And for all of you folks who order from the US Mint, you should sit down and just watch some of these videos on the modern stuff that we get from other countries. Because, and I'll go through them pretty quick for you here, but my main point is when you look at how nice a coin can look, and sometimes they don't always turn out great, but you can just get the possibilities for how they do things in different countries. Here's the island country of Niue with 2022. This one's an ongoing series that they do with the turtle. I have customers that they just want a new turtle every year, right? Just like you might want a new silver eagle every year. And so they're always pretty interesting designs. And so here you've got that frosted black and white look that they're going for from this Tuvalu country coin. 1 ounce of silver, 2022, and Bond. James Bond. So this one's interesting because they do not actually just use, like, this is the black and white frosted. This is actually colorized on this side, which is something the US Mint has done more recently. And there's a little TM, little trademark there on the 007. But those ones are pretty cool. The other thing that I like about some of this modern stuff is that for people who are just kind of getting into buying gold and silver items, if you look at how expensive silver eagles are, and then you look up and you realize that people can get some pretty neat stuff for the same price. This is $2, 2022, 1 ounce of silver, also from the island country of Niue. This very classic look. This looks like something from a French metal or possibly earlier U.S. Currency. And this is actually the Sir Isaac Newton piece here with lots of little detail on it, which is also very interesting to me, how much detail they can go into on things. And sometimes, you kind of get a feeling that some of them they make a little too busy, and others, have a very open space. This is one of the first gold pieces that I've picked up that's kind of modern. What's interesting about this is it's almost the exact same dimensions as these silver ones, which I was not expecting because they just make it very thin. It's in a capsule. But this is, the South Korean piece, and really a cool look to it. Got the proof background. So it has multiple facets really in design because you've got that proof finish, but then in the centerpiece where everything is matte, you really still have two different tones going on with the background. And then of course, just like on the silver pieces here, it has the 0.999 AU, that little circle in there. See there, it's AU, which is gold, and then 999 is the fineness. And this series is called the Gold Crown series. This is a 2019, and they have different designs around the Gold Crown series. Once again, you see how they use negative space differently for some design elements in there. And then this whole piece here is the crown, which I believe has a very specific design element to it. And I think each coin in the series has this crown on it, which probably has some historical significance for them. But pretty cool piece. Unlike the silver pieces, where this isn't a ton more. This is like 2150, so that's more than you'd spend on gold normally. But it's not a ton more. But as I was saying, a lot of these silver pieces you can pick them up for $35 to $40, and have some variety. Here we go to a small tropical island of the United Kingdom. And this 2-pound piece here with Little John on it. They have a series now. And I think we also have Maid Marian, oh fair Maid Marian, where art thou? which gives us a chance to mention like the worst actor of all time, Kevin Costner. Ooh, man. I mean, he's always just Kevin Costner. He's never anybody else. He's like Keanu Reeves, and can only act one way. But if you put him in the right movie, it looks great, right? So the Maid Marian and Little John, I got both of those in. Those are kind of fun. We get to some really neat design element ones here. This is something else that I want to draw your eye towards, or your mind towards, more than anything else. This Yu-Gi-Oh piece here, Game Flip Coin, 25th anniversary. And that is that, a lot of people under the age of 40 collect things that are related to Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, anime stuff. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole to go here, but if you can get them interested in some other elements here, like these silver pieces, if you can start to draw some of that collector market towards your collector market, it never hurts, in my opinion. This one's really bizarre because it's the bear versus the bull. 1 ounce fine silver, and you'd think at first I thought it was just like a flipper coin. This is an actual dollar coin from Tokelau. But also, by the way, I love the elements on the back of this one here. I love what they did here with the cubism behind the queen. Really nicely done. Really a cool design. And then that kind of reverse proof on the rest of it. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Next up from Somalia. I haven't had a new Somalian coin for, pardon me, I said Somalia. Samoa. And I know some of you are probably thinking of Girl Scout cookies, but that's not what we're talking about. Here we go with the mermaid. The Pacific mermaid, right? So here is the lover being drawn in and seduced, the sailor being drawn in and seduced by said mermaid, and she's lovely, of course. And then down here, you see what lies beneath the ocean waiting. Yeah, so good luck with that, buddy. Just ignore the siren calls. They done lovered him up, turned him into a hornet toad. All right, extra bonus points for anyone who knows that reference. All right, Bird of Paradise. We got a few more here to go. Bird of Paradise. This one's really intriguing. So this is Papua New Guinea. And 1 kina, Papua New Guinea. And it's kind of interesting to me what they did with the finish on this, because the bird has this real satin quality to it. And then everything else is just in the black and white. And if you're familiar with the culture and the coinage and paper money from Papua New Guinea, you're familiar with the fact that the Bird of Paradise is on like all kinds of things. So this should be something that is reminiscent of the past. When you look at this, if you've been collecting coins a long time or paper money, you should see that stuff and kind of recognize the bird. Finally, I've got the last 3 I think are my favorite. We've got I don't even know what this is, and this is, you guys will have to educate me. But try not to get dizzy in the meantime. Okay, I mean, if you want me to not make you dizzy, I could stop spitting things right now. So this series is called Magnum Opus, and you can hardly make out any of the writing here, right? So let's find the writing. 999 fine silver. Lots going on there. In fact, I'm getting dizzy filming this thing. My goodness. Everybody take a minute to blink. 2022, Tokelau, Elizabeth II. So talk about wild design elements. I mean, you go from these coins that have these huge open spaces to something that is just, there it says Magnum Opus, that is just super busy. I had to catch my breath after looking at that thing. My goodness. But on to 2 of my all-time favorites. Well, I just think these are real popular in general, the ones that are from South Korea. The Zishin Taurus here, with also you see 2 or 3 different color levels on this coin, the way that they use the metal. And, the symbolism there, but the little detail is really cool on that, right? I mean, just lots of detail on it. And then you get the other side here, and it's one clay, Republic of Korea. And once again, you see here's the 999 AG is silver, and 999 is the purity. Just these ones are real popular all the time. And then this one here, the Chiwu Chenwang, you know, where it looks like he's hammering away. What are we doing here? Look at the detail. There's people in the background. And just look at the motion. I believe he's drumming, if I look at this right. But the motion on that coin, the artwork and the motion is just really neat. Really, really well done. So anyways, guys, there's a whole bunch of modern silver stuff and some gold for you peruse. Thanks so much for watching. You can leave your comments down below. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.